Move over, kids. It is your nightly news. I'll tell you what, I just got off the podcast, and here we go again, and I'll tell you what, this is awesome. Awesome. Breaking news. I literally had to change my whole format within the last half an hour because Labo VR kit dropped at I found out about 9:20 or at 9:25 Eastern Standard Time is when I found out, and I was just like, whoa, I cannot believe that. And I tried it live. If you really want to see my first reactions on this, go check out the podcast at around 9:25, and it's live. This is not a full review. It's just letting you guys know it's live. You put it right up to your face and you play. And let me tell you something. I've never played VR before. I fought a Guardian. The Guardian demolished me. And I'll tell you what, no joke, I was just in awe of how crazy awesome it looked. It is third person. I can tell, even without having ever had experience with VR before, that it's probably not the best, but when you're talking $40 for a VR machine, I think it's really, really good. What happened to the intro, man? The move over kids, hey, move over kids. That's pretty much the intro. I'm working on an intro actually, but I don't have one yet. So that's your first reaction. What's this? This is the VR kit. The VR kit for, this is nightly news, actually, nightly news. So let's move on. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I forgot to do the timer. There's a lot of news tonight, so that will be the intro to the Zelda Labo, because I'll tell you what, man, I was just shocked at how cool, intense it was. There was even a moment where I got, I don't know if it was vertigo or I'm afraid of heights, and I got a little scared. My heart dropped for a little second, so I'm going to hit start, okay? 6 minutes starting now. I already had a little bit of a breather, but I said lots of news today. Lots of news. Let's move on. Check this out. We're going to talk about the Switch Mini also. Actually, the lack of Switch Mini. We're going to talk about when's it coming out, because nobody knows. Mario Maker 2 is coming out July 28th, I believe. Last week of July, which makes sense because that will probably be the main centerpiece of E3. So that's a good game to get people really hyped up, and then boom, it's gonna be then you get Mario Maker 2. Is weird, that placement of controller, right? Well, basically, if we're going to talk about this, you have the Joy-Cons up here. I might have to increase it to 8, and then you hold it to your face. You are literally holding it to your face as you play. I only played 2 minutes, maybe 3, so I can't really... June 28th, not July. I could have swore June 28th. No, he is absolutely right. Thank you, Paradox. Absolutely right. June 28th, not. I apologize. It is July 28th. Anyways, you hold it to your face and you play. I played about 2 minutes, maybe 3, of Breath of the Wild live on the podcast, and it was fantastic. So anyways, back to the Switch Mini. Well, no, let's move on. We're talking, I usually want to do memes, but we'll just do one meme today before we move on to the news, because there's so much going on. We have an alien right here. We have finally determined the appearance of the human race, and they're like, behold, and it's a human with 3 arms, and they're like... And then some dude in the crowd, how do you know they got 3 arms? And they show a N64 controller, because if I don't know if you guys know this, but I remember getting that N64 controller and be like, what the heck do you hold? You literally, your left hand holds the middle part and your right hand holds where the yellow buttons are. And so literally there's this whole other grip that no one ever uses. You just can't use it. There's no, I mean, maybe if you're Andre the Giant. So that's the meme of today. There's another one, but I'll forget it. So here's the small news of today. Before I knew there was going to be huge breaking news with the Labo, I had some small news and then some big news. Your small news is this. Okay, so we have a Smash Brothers Pro player. I don't know why people don't like this guy, but it's not cool what people are doing to him. Some fan threw a crab at him. That is not cool, guys. Even if the guy's a jerk, just leave him alone, but I don't think he is. I've listened to this dude. He seems is like, he's just like, why do you guys hate me? He just doesn't understand. And I don't like that. That's dumb. If you have a problem with him, man up, look him in the eye and say you got a problem with him. Don't throw a crab when you're in the audience trying to just derail him from his victory. Just because you're not as good as him as Smash Brothers, don't hate on him. So I don't like that kind of behavior. So I hope this dude can get over that, because you know what? The Smash Brothers community, that guy who threw the crab, he does not speak for us. All right, so now the bigger news today is Persona 5S was revealed, and it was not Persona 5 Switch, even though it is coming on the Switch. It's not the S that we wanted. We were hoping it stood for Switch. It stands for Scramble. Persona 5 with the Joker, they're going to have their own Dynasty Warriors type game. And if you don't know what Dynasty Warriors is, if you know what Hyrule Warriors is or Fire Emblem Warriors is, those were two games that was released year one of the Switch. That is the type of Persona 5 game that the Switch is going to get, a hack and slash. Now that, move over, dads. You know what? I am a dad. I'm a proud dad. Being a dad is the greatest thing that ever happened to me. And that's why I have my name, though. Move over, kids. Dad wants to play. So Persona 5, though, is coming in the way of not what we wanted. We wanted the hardcore PlayStation experience. We're not getting it. Maybe we will, though, so don't give up hope. However, right now, we're getting the hack and slash, and I understand it's a little disappointing. The marketing could have been better, but hey, you know what? It's still better than nothing. Let me tell you, I remember the Wii U days. We would have been happy to get Hello Kitty Cruiser 2 on the Wii U, so just be ecstatic that we're getting some form of Persona. Moving on, the Switch Mini. Well, you see how I told you this was fake about a week ago? It's definitely fake. Nintendo has no plans, repeat, no plans to announce a new hardware at E3. Now, there are rumors ever since October and the last couple months, even weeks, people have been saying new Switch, mini Switch coming out. They're pushing back the Pro, but the mini, it's going to be out. They're going to release it June. And no. The president on his board meeting to the investors, the stockholders, he was like, no new plans. And in reality, why would there be? Nintendo usually does do an update now at this point in a life cycle of a handheld, but in reality, they have sold over 36 million copies of the Switch, copies, handheld, consoles, whatever you want to call it. They have sold that many that they don't need to do any updates. They are within striking distance of 8 million in Japan, which will then mean they outsold the PS4 in Japan. They've already outsold the Wii U. They have already outsold the GameCube, and now they have already outsold the N64. Next up, they're going to outsell the NES, which is around the 80 million mark, and the Switch is definitely getting there. When you look at the lineup, they sold more this quarter. That's six minutes, but we're going to continue a little longer, so I want to get back to the VR, but I need to talk about this. There we go. I loved the Zelda VR. OMG, I'm blown away. That's Abra, our resident ninja, talking right there. I'll tell you this, don't look at anybody's review, I would say, for the first 2 or 3 hours. What I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to stick this on my face and play for a good couple hours. I'm going to get myself a headache. I'm going to tell you when I get a headache, because I want you guys to know how long you can play VR. I'm going to go master mode right from the beginning. I'm going to do this whole game in VR, so you guys will know. I'll have a review up at some point tomorrow or Saturday. Any review that pops up tonight, unless they got the game early, I would be highly suspect of it, that it's a YouTuber just trying to do a rush job. But back to this, Nintendo Switch Mini, no plans right now. Now people are reading into that. Like, he said no plans at E3, so does that mean they're just going to drop it in July? And now everybody's starting to like try to dissect the dude's sentence. And I get it. I do the same thing, but seriously, guys, just relax. No Switch Switch Mini coming out anytime soon. And don't forget that Nintendo loves to do shadow drops now, so it doesn't matter what. Just doesn't matter. Oh yeah, Paradox brings up a great point. There are more purchased copies of Smash Brothers Ultimate than Wii U's right now, according to sales. That is a true statement. And not only that, a Wii U port, Mario Kart 8, is the best-selling game on the Nintendo Switch. So let's just, hey, Wii U, you're a dead horse. Let's beat you some more. All right, so that's just, I mean, poor Wii U, right? So getting back to this, I know my time is allotted. If you guys want to go, feel free to. But let me talk about this a little more in detail. I have never used VR in my entire life. Never. I put it to my face 2 times before I turned on Zelda. And when I did, it took me a second. My eyes, literally everything was in reverse. It took me a second to get my eyes back. And then when I did, I started in my old game where I was in Hyrule Castle and I was surrounded by Guardians. Oh my gosh, those Guardians were huge. It's third-person view, and probably Holidays is probably a good call. But third-person view, and I'm looking up. I was reacting every single way. It was really, really awesome. But that's 2 minutes. You cannot do a review of a game in 2 minutes or even an hour, not VR. All right, we need to know. This is Nintendo's first run at it. We gotta really dissect it. Please, 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 don't just look at people who are doing reviews tonight. But I'll tell you this. 2 minutes in, I'm definitely saying that for $40, this is a steal. Not only that, you get a couple mini games with it as well. So I will really, seriously, just put it on my face tonight. I'm going to lay down in bed and play it. I'm gonna sit down on chairs. I'm going to get myself a headache, and I'm going to let you know just how it is. But right now, it's really cool. I bet it's going to be a pain in the butt, though, because I feel it is like to do this for, I mean, you can play Breath of the Wild for hours, right? You can play it for hours. To do this for hours, that's eventually going to kind of wear on me. So, but then again, Nintendo did that on purpose. I know people are putting straps on it and stuff, but Nintendo is the only video game company that wants you to go outside and play baseball in real life. You know what I mean? They say, hey, you've been playing the Wii a little long. Don't you think you should, go breathe some fresh air? So how durable does the cardboard feel? It feels very durable. Very, very durable. Nothing. Look at this. Look at me. This is my Switch. My Switch is in here. Look. I am shaking it. There is nothing holding my Switch in. Oh, actually, wait. The controller was holding my Switch in. Hang on a second. I'm taking the controllers out. Let's see. How this works. So, look. So if I shake it really hard, horizontally, I can get it out. But yeah, it is very sturdy. I am not afraid. Here, now I'm not shaking it. I'm going to bend my head. And look, the Switch is not coming out. The Switch, there's nothing holding the Switch in right now, and it's not coming out. This is very durable. Now, I would say, think of it like maybe a very, this might sound bad, but think of it like a pizza box, but a very strong pizza box. I don't know how to really tell you it, but like I said, now there are things that are holding it in the cardboard, your Switch in. There are like these little stickers that kind of stop it from like sliding out. But I'm telling you, like, this is a $300 thing. I am that confident I can stick it in real quick, and I am that confident with it. This cardboard is very, very good. My Switch is not coming out right now, and in reality, when it's in this spot, like you told me, Riley, and I forget who else, someone else told me, you put a protector on it to keep it from sliding out. So don't think that it's supposed to be like this even. I'm just showing you how durable it is. And you put the Joy-Cons on, and that's how you really Are supposed to hold. Now with the Joy-Cons in, it'll never come out. It'll never come out because the Joy-Cons are too fat at the top. So that is just like a quick breakdown. If anybody else has a question about this, let me know, because this isn't even a full review. This is it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno, people. It's not delivery, it's Nintendo. What would you like on your Nintendo? Pepperoni, bacon. I'll tell you what, this is so cool. It's like, the future is now, people. Put the screen right to your face. All right, guys, that is your way overdue nightly news. Usually it's only 5 minutes, but I'll tell you what, it broke like an hour ago, so I had to change everything up. I didn't even get to my comments of the day, so I'll back those up. But also, if you guys didn't know, I was pronouncing Iwata wrong. His name is Iwata. Iwata. I've been pronouncing his name wrong all these years. That was one of the comments of the day, actually. Yeah. Tibi-san, pronounce it Iwata. Iwata. That's how you pronounce it. That is no sarcasm in my voice. I am so happy when you guys correct me, just like Paradox corrected me tonight on a time. Guys, I am far from perfect. If you are looking for perfect, look somewhere else, because I am just me, guys, and I love Nintendo, and I love you guys. Does the Pro Controller work with VR? No, it doesn't. The Pro Controller is not with VR. Period. Thank you, 0007 Justin, just Justin, for liking it. The Switch Mini, VR Switch Mini, not happening. It is not happening according to the president of the Nintendo company, but the VR is here. In my 180 seconds worth of time in it, I really did enjoy it. It scared the crap out of me, and I'm going to have a blast playing it tonight. Guys, it's dangerous to go alone. Please share this video, this channel with friends. Oh, one more thing. If you don't get an automatic update your software, then you're going to have to manually update it yourself. Go into your game and hit update. You must be on Zelda version 1.6 in order for the VR to activate. And then when you get into the screen, you go to options and you turn on VR mode. I guess I'll do a tutorial. You guys want a tutorial? I'll do a tutorial. You guys want it? I'll give it to you. Guys, again, dangerous to go alone. Please share this video, this channel with a friend. Have yourselves a great night. A great night.